guess who's on time today? It's like, Michelle, you working when the sun is up? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, them, they, him, her, non binary person. I am here. Come on in, like the video, like and share, like and share. Somebody said, I wonder if other YouTubers are rushing to get the documents. Ah! You know they are, but it is what it is. I'm not even tripping on that. I'm just gonna give y'all a little rundown of what happened in court today. Cause remember I told y'all what was that? Was that Saturday night I went live to tell y'all that the divorce was not over yet? Was that me? Okay. Hey y'all, if y'all just getting here, come on in. We are getting ready to talk about Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker's divorce and how they feel that the blogs are stalking them. They feel that the blogs are stalking them, but we are going to get into it as y'all settle in, grab your snacks, and we'll get started after you know the drill, this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATL.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit is good.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Damn, all these bitches are my sons. Can y'all see me okay? Okay, can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Am I 50 different colors? Hey, you said this is an early live. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We got a lot to talk about. But before I get started, I know y'all see my Hillman college shirt. You listen, I've been had my Hillman college shirt. Y'all still looking for y'all's, okay? But shout out to Netflix, who is currently almost wrapped. Had they wrapped yet? I'm not sure. The Different World reboot, honey, is supposed to be out at the end of the year. It's been in production in Atlanta for quite some time now, for at least a couple of months. And you know, Derek J over there doing the hell, honey. It's a whole bunch of people I know over there working on the set. But you know, of course, y'all remember a different y'all heard about it? Have y'all? Yes, y'all have. Okay, so it's supposed to be 10 episodes that's gonna be premiering on Netflix. But you know, it's a reboot, but it's kind of like a reimagined story where they're focusing on like the kids, of course, because you know, all these people way too grown to be in school. You know, the Jasmine guys and the Kadeem Hardison, the Whitley Gilbert and them and Dwayne Wayne, you know, they too old now. They got kids. Okay. So Deborah Wayne, which is the daughter of Dwayne Wayne and Whitley Gilbert, are gonna be she's at Hillman now. You know, she's a legacy. Okay, so she's headed over to Hillman, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of other you know, original cast members, including Kadeem and Hardison and Jasmine Guy and Debbie Allen is the executive producer, honey. Everybody is there. And I heard that Jada was coming too, child. So you definitely need to tune in. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. But that ain't what I'm here for. That ain't what I'm here for. I just thought I'd say it because you know I had my sweatshirt on today. And I didn't realize. I was like, well, I might as well talk about the Hillman reboot since you know everybody been talking about it anyway. But I digress. I'm here to talk about Kandi and Todd. Okay, this is what I'm here to talk about. Because Saturday night I came and told y'all the divorce was not over. I'm like, this is not done. I'm like, y'all need to quit listening to all these bloggers talk about it's over, it's finalized. Kandi is celebrating with her one woman show, and apparently, it's kind of over, but not quite over. They have agreed, but not agreed. They want to close. They want everything to be confidential. Okay, and then Kandi doing all these interviews. How she gonna want this stuff to be confidential? And you going on every radio show, television show, talk show, talking about the divorce, but you don't want nobody to know what's going on. You don't want nobody to know what's really in the documents. Okay, so today, remember I had showed y'all that little clip, and I was like, I'm assuming that they are working on like a motion for confidentiality before they release these settlement documents. And apparently they had court this morning at 9 o'clock, child. And where both of the parties appear in person. Hmm. And the documents were submitted by the timeline, which was March 20th, which was Friday. However, However, before they totally agree, they want the judge to agree on a confidentiality agreement. They was arguing that they got stalkers, they got bloggers logging into the Zoom courts, they got all these things that they don't want the people to see. They got children to think of, but I'm like, wait a minute. How is it you got all these things going on, but then you're going from platform to platform to platform to platform, telling everybody about this divorce? You're going from platform to platform to platform. Not saying she's disparaging Todd or anything, but she's talking about it. Todd keep putting his little, post up. Look at my house. I got look at my New Jersey condo. My Atlanta house gonna be even better. He be putting stuff you have to read between the lines, but Kandi be going and telling all the business. I'm just saying. Kandi is going to tell all the business. Yep. Now they want it confidential. Now they have agreed because remember it was Kandi who wanted the divorce sealed at first, and Todd said, no, 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 not so fast. Todd over there with Randy Kessler talking about, we're gonna let everybody see this, honey. And I feel like that was their strategy because what they did was they allowed us bloggers and media outlets and everybody else to see what was going on and who was asking for what and why. And when we did that, it seemed like the tide was turning. Okay. It seems like everybody was like, well, damn, maybe Todd do deserve half. Well, damn, Todd be with the kids all the time and Kandi be, traveling. Maybe he do deserve child support. Maybe he do. Like she's saying that she's not there, but there's a nanny. It's like, well, he's the father. Why can't the father have him? So it was just interesting to see. And then after that started, it seemed like Kandi decided that she would try to, control her own narrative. She started going to all the interviews. Kandi is like, I'm gonna turn lemons into lemonades, honey. That's what Kandi said. I'm gonna turn lemons into lemonades. But anyway, they presented a confidentiality agreement in court this morning. Okay. The reasoning was that there has been alleged stalking concerns. Now, I don't know if they actually, I haven't seen the motion yet, but they didn't, I ain't put no names in it or whatever. I need to see the names. Okay. If you're going to accuse somebody of stalking, you need to put that in writing so the person can clap back. Okay. And then they say they want to protect the children. And it's interesting because still in this case now, at the very end, is basically saying that, Kandi don't want y'all to know how much she cut in the check for, period, point blank. I told y'all the other day that Kandi was going to be on the lam for Todd's attorney fees and her attorney fees, since she's the one who filed for divorce. I felt like that, Todd threatening to I'm sorry, I'm reading and talking at the same time. Todd threatening the prenup. I felt like, that was a situation that probably would have ended badly. Okay. I feel like, they have been married for 10 years, and this is just me and my thoughts. Okay. I am not an attorney. Okay. But I have read the legal documents. But it seems like now, Kandi's concern is the children. She wants to keep all of that private. Now, in previous court documents, their address have been in the court documents. Kandi's attorney did not redact the documents. I mean, the address off of the documents. So, I mean, it's already out there. It's already on the website, and it is what it is. And the fact that Kandi have parties and stuff all the time, everybody know where Kandi live, but that ain't my business. It is what it is. But it seems that she wants the that sealed, she wants the settlement sealed, she wants the financial seal. Now, the interesting thing is the judge said, hell no, we ain't gonna do it, because why? Why? You are public figures. What's the point in sealing this when it's been open all this time? So the judge declined full sealing. In fact, he said he would compromise. He'll seal the financials, the addresses, but the case will remain public. Okay. The judge said he is not going to seal it. Now, it's interesting that a judge would deny that, because it would seem that perhaps Kandi and Todd, if he's on board, didn't have any evidence of stalking. The judge probably looked at it and was like, well, the people just reporting what they reading on the thing. The people just reporting. So how are they stalking you if they're reading the thing? It sounds like a Kenya Moore allegation to me. Okay, but I'm digressing. So it's kind of like, well, what are you actually hiding? What's to be hidden? I mean, it's Candy's a multi-millionaire. She has millions, right? She has 30 gazillion quadrillion dollars. Y'all say Kandi is richer than Oprah. Okay. Kandi could cut a check and it won't even matter. Okay. It's interesting to me because it gives me the Kandi ain't as rich as she say she is. I mean, ain't my business, but I'm just saying, I've been telling y'all that Kandi lost the bag when she left the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and the most money that she made was during the marriage. Okay. And let's not forget that Rule 22. This blogger filed a Rule 22, honey. A new blogger on the scene went into the court and filed a Rule 22. And the Rule 22 is what uh, news outlets file to allow television cameras into the courtroom. Okay. It is what it is. I don't understand why that person filed it. I did a video about it, but at the end of the day, it kind of messed it up for a lot of people, because then they were like, "Well, what the fuck? This ain't even a real hearing. The divorce hearing has not even occurred. It was a damn status conference, and a status conference is when the attorneys and the clients meet together to decide where they're gonna go from here." And so the person filed a Rule 22 to have cameras in the status conference, and people like, "Well, what the hell?" And then when the judge saw it, the judge asked the blogger, okay, which is not me, but judge asked that blogger, "Well, what is this for? Or what do you want to do?" The blogger wasn't prepared to proceed. They weren't prepared to argue their case. I mean, I'm just saying, if you gonna submit it, at least say, "Your Honor, this is a case of public interest, and I'm here to report on it for my followers and my people who are interested in this former Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member, this television star, this singer, this Grammy Award winning Broadway actress." But they didn't do that. They was like him and hawing, and the judge threw it out and denied it. So because of that, Kandi felt like she had a case, but apparently the judge still doesn't agree. Okay. You said Kandi not making sense. Well, I mean, she had said it over there on V103. She said that she had wanted this seal and the other party didn't. And now, apparently they on the same page. Now that Kandi is cutting a check, Ty said, "Okay, we can seal it, honey. We can seal it." Now, what is inside this settlement? This is speculation. This is just speculation. First of all, we got to take into account the division of assets. Okay. I had told y'all already, I had heard on the streets that Todd was supposed to be getting one of their rental properties. And apparently, my tea was kind of confirmed. Okay. When Todd went on his platform and did this. Hold on. I'm going to read. I'm going to show you. Like this video as y'all get in here, please. Like this video. Now, when Todd went to his platform and showed his New Jersey condo, people felt like he was acting like, that's where he was going to be living, because he also said that Ace, liked one of the rooms. Well, if you read the caption carefully, it says, "I'm really happy I decided not to give this spot up. Your boy is mean on the renovations. I think I found another hidden talent. Now, here is the gimme gotcha. My Atlanta spot is going to be just as nice." If you need my services, contact me. So Todd was already, spilling a little bit of tea. Like, look, I got me an Atlanta spot now. We didn't agree, honey. We didn't got this settlement thing going, and I'm about to renovate this spot, and my Atlanta spot gonna be just as good as this one right here. Okay, you said them kids is not leaving Atlanta. Exactly, is not. And then another gimme gotcha that I told y'all the other day, that why everybody was reporting that the divorce was final, was this. Okay, when Kandi, blog told y'all about her idea, I'm done one woman show, and it sold out, by the way. Shout out to Kandi at the Cindy Winery. It's got like 100 seats over there, so 100 people bought a ticket. But I'm digressing. But in this, Todd actually reposted it, and y'all think he was being supportive. I think he was being sarcastic when he said, "Your ass ain't done." Okay, your ass ain't done. This was 2 days ago. This was before court today. Okay, and y'all acting like I was telling y'all something that he wasn't, but Todd was trying to tell y'all it ain't over. It ain't over. Okay, so who going to the show? I don't know. You going to the show? Zimzaga. And now speaking of Candy's idea, I'm done. Why do people pulling up receipts that Candy then stole the idea from Kenya? Candy don't even have an original idea when it comes to her one woman show. She done went and stole I did, and I'm done from Kenya when Kenya had her fake divorce party on the show. Y'all remember that? Shout out to Radiance for putting a T in the chat. Here it is right here. Hold on. Over here on my Discord on Patreon. All the Patreon TV popping, honey. And I'm gonna get back to this divorce in just a second. But I just wanted to show y'all this. Look, look, look. Y'all remember? Look, look. That's Kenya's I did, I'm done divorce party. Now, Kandi, how you gonna steal from your friend like that? How you gonna? And Kandi was at the party. Look at that. Kandi was at the party. How you gonna steal from your friend?
This is a.
Did you get permission?
I was not expecting that.
Did you get permission, Kandi, to steal the I did? I can't tell. Oh Lord, I need some coffee. Did you get permission to steal the I did, I'm done divorce flyer thing from Kenya? Mm-hmm. Is Kenya divorced? Hell, was Kenya ever married? Let's start there. Well, anyway, we going off topic right now. But so they was calling Kandi out for that. Now Todd actually, said, you're not done yet, and you wasn't, because you had to go to court this morning, and y'all arguing over the confidentiality. Now, in addition to the division of assets, okay, again, y'all can write this down. I don't know, but factually what's gonna happen yet. We're gonna see what's in these court documents, because some of it might be redacted when it's all said and done. But I had heard that Todd was getting the house, and we'll see later. Todd gonna be posting from the house. Okay, bookmark this live. I heard he wanted the Hawk Suite. Okay, bookmark this live. We'll see if he got that. Okay, let's talk about business entanglements. Now, Kandi went ahead and shut down the final OLG. So they had 3 OLG restaurants. One was in Camp Creek, one was on Peter Street, and one was in Phillips Arena. Now, apparently, Phillips Arena shut down and was replaced by Chick-fil-A. The one on Peter Street was shut down, but they still own the building. Okay, and Todd was hosting viewing parties for his "Don't Take Your Man Out of Atlanta Yet" Tubi movie. So they still own that building. Okay, I don't know if it's Todd's building or Candy's building, but Todd was in the basement doing stuff. And then they had the East Point property, the Camp Creek property that they were leasing. However, Candy decided, or somebody decided to shut that down because a TikToker actually shared that location was closed. Okay, so I showed y'all that a while ago as well. Hold on, let me pull that back up for y'all. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. Now the old lady game is closed, honey. There you go, right there. There you go.
Gang, as you can see, totally empty. Usually when the people leave, they leave chairs or something. Nothing. They even took the name off the dough. My God. My God. Lord, what I need from you right now is understanding.
So it's gone, honey. It's gone. But Todd right before that was saying that he was about to, open it up. Todd said that he had plans for the OLG restaurant, and then a week later it was shut down, honey. People was saying they was trying to get there and get in there, and they didn't even notify the people that it was closed. It was interesting. Now somebody here even posted this. Okay, said he had that lady running around opening stuff that he could stay claim to, all this big talk about OLG just for it to be closed. Hold on, TikTok be doing the most. So this is one of the last videos that Todd did in 2026.
I'm back. OLG, I'm about to revamp this. So make sure y'all come support me, man. We out here. OLG. I'm about to take it to the house.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Hey, that was on March. I'm glad they caught it. That was on March 6th. He said, I'm about to revamp it. And then a week later, it was shut down.
So make sure y'all come support me, man. We out here. OLG. I'm about to take it to the house.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
So yeah, y'all, I've been telling y'all, I've been telling y'all, keep y'all eye on Todd and Kandi, because whatever is going on between them, they are not as cordial as it may seem. Now, exactly, we are researching. Yes, he seems so happy. He seems so happy to get away. And he was like, I got my restaurants. I got my new house. I'm gonna get my money. I got my kids. Me and Ace, we gonna revamp it. And then the next day, a week later, it was closed, honey, just closed. And now here Kandi out there doing interviews talking about she do, she did, she done in her one woman show. But anyway, I'm digressing. Now, again, they have a lot of business entanglements. Okay, like again, OLG is closed. All the OLGs is closed. Blaze Steak and Seafood, child. Blaze Steak and Seafood closed, and they had a lawsuit with the landlord of Blaze Steak and Seafood, where Blaze Steak and Seafood landlord had wanted $200,000 because he was saying that they didn't fix something, and they were saying that he didn't fix something, and then they just shut the restaurant down. And then in shutting the restaurant down, he had been closed so long, the rest of the landlord went in and took all their stuff out and decided he was gonna rent it to somebody else. Then Kandi tried to do a counterclaim, and then Kandi and Todd, excuse me, because Kandi made them take her name off of the lawsuit. It was what was it? The Kandi and Todd. What was it? Kandi and Todd presents Blaze Steak and Seafood, but it was the Burruss Tucker Restaurant Group. That's what it was, Burruss Tucker Restaurant Group. So Kandi said, take my personal name off because it is this company that you suing. So they took her name off. But meanwhile, the judge granted the landlord $100,000. I think it was like $170,000. So that's one of the debts as far as a business entanglement that may be in this settlement as well. I don't know if he'll have to pay half or all of it. I'm thinking half. And then let's not talk about a payout, because again, there was a prenup. He was going to dispute the prenup. However, they could have came to some agreement. Originally people was talking about $2 million. I'm like, I know that's a lie. And Kandi said that's a lie too. Okay. Kandi said, I don't know where y'all getting that from, but the truth of the matter is it may have been a little more than that, or it may have been a little less than that. But but regardless, we looking at the possible obligations of Kandi and Todd. And it's interesting that she would dispute it. And I'm thinking she disputed because he got property, he got cars, he got a payout. I mean, he got so much more. Kandi was like, I'm a big baller. I did more. It was more than 2 million, honey. That's what it is. He said, stay tuned for Kandi and Todd, the sequel. Yes, stay tuned. Yes, people was just running with anything. Child Gary with the T and the housewives blogs and the media takeout, they was all, he got $2 million, honey. I got more than that. He probably got a property worth 2 million, and then he got his own property. Then he got to take out the debts. He got to pay half of that. Then he got the building over there on Peter Street. I don't know if that's his building, her building. They're gonna split that. Todd got some money while y'all playing. Okay, all this stuff that was going on up under the marriage. Okay, now it's interesting too when you start thinking about the media and court transparency when it comes to this, and how Kandi and I want to say Kandi, but I know I say Kandi because she's the one who wanted it sealed. But Kandi and Todd, since they agreed to file this confidentiality motion, it's interesting that they would want to seal this, because now it's like, on the one hand, you up here debunking rumors that the media says about what the settlement was, but then on the other hand, you trying to keep the media from knowing what the true settlement is. Like you can't have it both ways. And I say this all the time. You can't be a public figure and a private citizen at the same time. You got to decide. You can't be telling the media one thing about your divorce, okay, and then wanting them to run with what you say, when there are real journalists out here real journalists who want the truth. Okay, that's what journalists do. They look for the truth. So it's interesting. Now you want to seal it, but you want to tell people what's in it. Like, how does that work? Y'all let me know in the chat. So what do y'all think is going on with this situation? Do you think she's hiding? Do you think they're hiding anything? Or are they just protecting their family? Because when you start talking about protecting families, you had a whole surrogate on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We watched another woman give birth to your daughter. Okay, we watched your son cry on the phone that he missed you. We watched all these things on reality TV, and now that you're not on reality TV, now all of a sudden it's protecting and hiding and all of that. I don't know. It just feels like because you're not getting a check, you don't want people to know. Now, if you was getting a check, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay, I'm just asking these questions because this is what I do. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like they hiding something, and put a 5 in the chat if you think they just protecting their family. Let me know. Princess AG said they hiding, honey. They are hiding. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Let's see what's next. What's next? Well, here's the thing. So today, again, like as I was telling you, they appeared in front of a judge. They gave the judge the settlement. They gave the judge the child support agreement. They gave the judge the custody arrangement agreement, and they asked for a judge to settle the entire thing. The judge said no, he is not going to seal the entire thing, but he will seal names, addresses, and financials. Now, the actual documents, I haven't received those yet, but I hope to receive them tomorrow, because it normally takes about 24 hours. But again, we will see what actually gets redacted and what does not. So and y'all let me know, should we have access to this information? What do y'all think? We have access to everything else. I mean, hell, they got access to my divorce documents. We should have access to Kandi and Todd. You said, I think Kandi don't want us to know that she don't have as much money as y'all think she has. I said that. Todd don't care about his reputation, but she carries her reputation to her heart. She had old girl apologize to her publicly. Who apologized publicly? Oh, um, Tamika Scott. Okay. Kandi doesn't want us to know her net worth. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. So y'all think it's about hiding something. It's not about protecting the family. It's not about protecting the kids. It's not about protecting her address. What is it about? It's about protecting what her true net worth is. You saying yes, we should have access? Mm, it's public records. Okay, you have public records to everything else. It's not our business, but we need to know. There you have it. It's not our business, but we need to know. The same thing on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was not our business that Kandi and Todd was arguing over a prenup. It was not our business that Kandi said that Todd would have to leave the house in 30 days, but she said it while she was on TV. It was not our business that they said that, none of that was our business, but we were watching it on TV. So why is this not our business? Y'all let me know. He said, I would think Tyler would want the public to know the truth. I mean, he probably does, but it's probably a part of the settlement agreement. And this is just me thinking, okay, because he used that as a tool to get her to settle. You know, he was like, "We're gonna keep this open," and the more it was open, the more stressed Kandi was. The more Kandi was losing weight, the more Kandi was trying to debunk everything that came out in those court documents. And you saw her on V103. Let me play it again for those of you who didn't. On V103, Kandi said that the bloggers was running wild with the court documents and making stories out the court documents. And it's like, wait a minute. So in the court documents, aren't those supposed to be at least somewhat factual? Why not make stories out of the court documents? You would rather us go by your word of mouth than to go by the court documents? Interesting. So here is what Kandi said on the V103. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. And y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use. Now there go Kandi. She was in V103. She did a whole interview, child. It's about an hour long or something like that. And so in the video, she's actually talking to her good friend Big Tigger and the other young lady. I forgot her name. I'm sorry. I'll bring it up in a second. But she was talking about her divorce, and it's like she's going from platform to platform talking about divorce, but she wants the divorce sealed. It's just hypocritical to me.
I wanted to seal our divorce, meaning like seal our paperwork, so every time something was filed, it wouldn't be public.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
They, on the other side, chose not to. So for me, it's like every time something is filed, then the bloggers get it, the people are talking about it, and they're able to.
So, I mean, every time something is filed, the bloggers get it. The news media gets it. TMZ gets it. Channel 2 News gets it. So at the end of the day, if people are reading the court documents and forming a narrative based off of what Todd said and what you said, wouldn't that be the truth? I mean, you don't want people to know the truth. You would rather seal it and then have them run amok with speculations.
Say what they want about create their own story from
Yeah.
whatever is filed. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
So for me, it's like sometimes, I want to talk about it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, she said sometimes I want to talk about it, which means she want to control the narrative. She don't want y'all to see what Todd said. She want to tell y'all what she wants y'all to know sometimes.
I want to talk about it. I didn't say as much as I really have wanted to say.
Right.
Because overall it's like, sometimes when some of that stuff is filed and, people are running with it, it's annoying.
That is
You want to be
crazy.
like, nah, but see,
Right.
of course, you know what I'm saying? Because
It's annoying. It's annoying that y'all want to know her business. It's annoying that she was on a reality show for what she said she was the longest running housewife. It's so annoying that you was on the housewife for 14 years and you had us all in your business and told us you couldn't have babies because of whatever, and then you had to get a surrogate to have your baby for you. It's annoying that we know all of this about you, Kandi. It's so annoying.
it's already public. You know what I mean? But and then in the very beginning, when I first filed, I thought that, people would say something about it, like.
In the beginning, she filed. Remember, Kandi was the one who filed for divorce in November of 2025. And she said in the divorce documents, she wrote K. Lanice Tucker and T. Jermaine Tucker as the plaintiff and defendant because she did not want people to know that was her and Todd. Now, apparently, it got leaked that was her and Todd, and then the rest is history. But she wanted it to be confidential in the first place, but she was doing it sneaky.
The day that it was filed, but I thought it was going to kind of fade.
Go away.
But then it was like,
oh man,
way bigger than I'm sure either one of us expected it to be. We literally would have a court session, and bloggers were logging on and were on our Zoom court.
You got to be kidding me.
I promise
For the record, it was not me, honey.
you. I
have to be
promise
kidding me.
you.
Okay, so now
they would file to be pressed in our Zoom court.
Just like I wasn't in court today, but I know what happened. Okay. I don't have to do all that. But listen. I told y'all the blogger that did it got embarrassed in court, but that's a whole nother story. It's a part of the court record, and that blogger's name is actually a part of the court record because they filed a document asking to allow television broadcast cameras in the courtroom. And when the judge addressed that blogger and asked that blogger to respond and to try the rule 22, the blogger didn't have anything to say, and the judge threw it out.
So I'm sitting there, and you know how you know Zoom is very personal. It's not like you just in the room and people off in the back. Like you're literally in my face.
Right.
I'm looking at you.
Are you serious?
Yes. And so it was, you know, it's hard to, you know, not, you know, sometimes want to speak out. And like I said, you know, people like, oh, she talked about it a lot. Like, honestly, it's so much that I did not say. You know, some things, obviously, you know, people are run with because it's in the paperwork. So, you know.
Yeah.
Like she said, it's in the paperwork. So wouldn't you prefer they run with something in the paperwork than to make up something that's totally fine? Well, you know what? I always told you, nobody gets mad at lies. They get mad at the truth. That's the T right there. Because, you know, that's why Kenya mad at me because I spread the truth. Kandi mad because people spreading the truth. That's what it is. She not mad at the made up rumors or rumors that she done gave Todd 2 million, 8 million, 10 million, 100 million. She not mad at that. She mad at, she don't want y'all to know the truth.
They talking about it.
Yeah. But it's like now that you explained it, it's like I want to tell my story before the bloggers tell it. You know, so
I'm not doing it before. I'm doing it in my own creative way.
Okay,
so
I like
basically, I decided to do my own one-woman show.
I like it
in an intimate setting. It's going to be at City Winery.
Okay.
April 27th.
Yes, ma'am.
April.
You definitely want to see it.
Okay.
Y'all know I just came off Broadway, so I know how to put a show together.
You do. You really do.
I know how to put a show together. It's going to give you all the things, the drama.
It's crazy. Her assistant Don One just had a show at the City Winery too. He threw a comedy show with Flame Monroe and some more people, and I guess that was the trial. And now I guess he's probably helping her do this too.
The entertainment, the interaction with the crowd, and the music. It's giving you everything.
Okay, so again, I told y'all what the deal was, and I told y'all what Todd said that she wasn't done yet, and I told y'all that Kandi stole the idea from Kenya Moore. If you just getting here, please watch the replay. I will be obtaining the actual documents, or at least the documents that don't get sealed, and I will be discussing them over on the patreon.com. I am ATLian. But I want to know from you guys what y'all think about her sealing it, or wanting it sealed, or wanting anything sealed, and what do y'all think about the judge denying it to be sealed? Hold on, somebody. Oh, shout out to Dennis Byron. Also, Dennis Byron was in the courtroom as well, and he also told the Jasmine Brand. Hold on, let me see. He told the Jasmine Brand what had happened. Let me see what they wrote. The Jasmine Brand wrote, Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker have reportedly submitted a settlement in their ongoing divorce case. Let me put this in here so y'all can see it. Same thing as I just told y'all, but we're going to tell y'all again. According to a source present in the courtroom, but their effort to keep details private is facing pushback. According to the source, the couple finalized their agreement following a March 11th announcement that they had reached a full and final settlement. The case had remained open as the court awaited the completed documents, which is what I've been telling y'all for weeks now. It is not closed, it's not over, and the divorce is not final. During the latest hearing, the source says a motion was presented to seal the case records, citing concerns that the couple had been stalked and arguing that sealing the file would help protect their children. However, the judge declined to fully seal the case at this time. Instead, the court indicated it may consider a more limited approach, potentially sealing sensitive documents such as financial information, addresses, rather than restricting access to the entire case. Now, the development follows a prior court order requiring the parties to submit finalized documents by March 20th or risk dismissal without prejudice. It remains unclear what additional rulings may follow regarding what information, if any, will ultimately be kept private. So there you have it, child. There you have. You said them children is not googling them yet. It must be real bad, honey. Why are y'all putting people's names in my chat? Do not do that, or you will be put in time out. Because if I wanted to say anybody's name, honey, I would say it. Put them in time out. I'll do it. Child. I got it. Um, let me see. Let me see. He said, "Thank you." Oh, that person is a cloud chaser. Why you always be in people's chats, child, trying to throw people's name in? I know they be under fake pages, just saying that person name because that person just wants subscribers. That's all they do. Anywho, you said stalking claim. What the fuck? Something in the milk ain't clean. I agree with that. I agree with that because blogging is not stalking. However, there have been some actions that kind of made it look bad for other bloggers. And I personally am not going to take the heat for things that other bloggers are doing that is a bit unhinged and a bit crazy. Okay. So I come here and I'm going to tell y'all what I did. I pulled these court documents. Here's what the court document said. They got a case on blah, 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 blah. As far as Zoom hearings, I have not been in no Zoom hearing with Kandi Burruss. I did attend the Zoom hearing of Kenya Moore, the damn eviction hearing, but it was a hearing. Kandi has not even had a hearing to attend a Zoom. They had status conferences, and what I look like attending somebody's divorce status conference. That is not what I do. Okay. So any other blogger who chooses to do that, have at it. But you know, that is not me. Okay. But anywho, you said you at work being nosy. Okay, friend. Anybody want to call in before I go? I got 20 more minutes. If you like to call in, let me put a link in if anybody would like to call. No, it's fine. I just don't, because y'all don't know what bloggers I deal with and what bloggers I don't. It's not your fault, but I would prefer that, don't put no bloggers that have to do with this right here. Don't put no bloggers in the chat. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Michelle said what I just have what comes to me. I don't dig and look. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I am not a stalker, child. I wonder why they trying to let it stay open. Well, here's the thing. In any type of court case, it doesn't matter if it's a divorce. It's the only time they would close a case like this is if there was something damaging that had to do with the children. If there was something medically wrong with the children that they didn't want to get out. If there was some type of somebody touched the kid, they'll seal those type of documents. They're not gonna seal no divorce. Normally they don't. So I mean, it doesn't matter how much money you have. They don't do that. I mean, they may seal like the money part or the accounts or that kind of thing, but at the end of the day, it's been open this long. We know the business now. What's the point in selling it? Phaedra tried to do that to Apollo, and Apollo Apollo had it open back up at the time. You want to go to the one woman show? You better go, child. They said it sold out. No, they said it sold out in a day because there wasn't that many tickets. That's what they said. Go ahead and like this video, please. Thank you. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Join my Patreon, patreon.com. I am ATLian for more in-depth tea, where I will be actually reviewing the actual documents as they are posted. Again, they just appeared in court this morning, so the documents aren't available yet. But yeah, I will talk about it, child. Hold on. Hi, James. How are you? Hello, James. Lord, the people didn't call and I can't hear. Can y'all hear him? Press one if y'all can hear him, because I can't hear him. No, we can't hear you, James. Oh, okay. Click the link to join if you want to join. Turn your devices on, please. Okay, thank you. I thought it was me. Will you go to the show for us? I can't go to the show. It's sold out. I'm sure I'm gonna know some people who are there. We have several mutual friends. I mean, it is what it is. We have several mutual friends. So I know, I'm sure one of my mutual friends will be there. Ain't but 95 seats that you can actually see at City One. Well, what would you want? Is she gonna be singing? What Candy gonna be doing at the one woman show? Is she gonna be sitting there talking about the divorce and talk about what Ty had did? I mean, is she gonna be singing some new songs, some new music? She got a new song called I did, I do, I'm done." Like what she gonna be doing? Because she didn't give us no direction on what's gonna be going on at the one woman show. Like I mean, I mean, let me see what it say. Let me see. It don't say what she gonna be doing. It just say one woman show. That's all it say. Maybe she will open up a second show. Maybe she will. Okay, if she open up that second show, you go on DL on my behalf. Candy only want the case sealed because she doesn't want anyone to make money. Ooh, because she can't speak on it. Is that the reason? Candy want to make money from it. She don't want nobody else to make money. You clock that. You clock that, friend. Candy stole the situation between her. Phaedra made a lot of money on that tour. Well, Candy blocked Phaedra money bag for years on Atlanta Housewives. Ooh, okay. Okay. I heard on the streets was Kenya failed her fire inspection. Kenya? No, that's not what happened, friend. Kenya didn't pay and she's evicted. I don't know what streets you heard that from. Kenya didn't pay her rent. Hey James, how you doing?
Hey, can you hear me now?
I can. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Michelle? It's been a while since I could get on your show again. I caught it live. I'm from
Welcome,
I
welcome.
just moved to Ohio.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You said what now? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes. What you say
All
about
right.
Ohio?
I moved to Ohio. The last time I caught you live when you and Josh went driving. It's been a
Oh, okay,
while,
cool.
but I'm a
Cool.
faithful
Welcome
follower,
back.
though. Love to Mama Brown,
Thank you.
and I think on the Candy subject, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think just like you, because I mean, I follow you a lot and I like your opinions. So yeah, I think it's two things. One, she don't want nobody to know how much she got in her wealth, and two, she embarrassed. That's what it is. Because just like
Yeah,
you said, why you try to keep it quiet, but every platform you going on, you talking about it.
that's the point I'm making.
Don't make sense.
Like, I'm like, am I crazy? Like, why all of a sudden she talk about she want all this privacy and all this secrecy and all this confidentiality, but every video I see,
Yeah.
she talking about this divorce.
And then when I saw you show Todd's new old pad, that refurbished pad, I was like,
Mhm.
Todd ain't never gonna let that go anyway. That's probably why she was mad and all of that. That's why she wanted him to give it up in the beginning. But Todd played
Mm,
on that. I
yeah,
don't blame her
yeah,
though. 'Cause look at the marriage they had. They were going everywhere, doing everything. Why give up my house? You never know.
right. Right. And it's given like why post this now? It's given like this was a gimme gotcha.
Right. And
And he was like,
then
"Yeah, you see what I did to my New Jersey house? My Atlanta house gonna be even better." Like, okay, Todd.
so now back to you, Michelle, because I got some tea for you, girl, because you got me right together the other day now.
What I do?
When we was talking about Miss Kenya Moore hair care, I tried to get on live. Oh, you cut live on me. I sure had some tea.
What tea you got about Kenya?
I had drove all the way from Ohio. Me and my best friend and rode down that street. I'm like, girl, she got fashion, but she got no hair.
Where'd you go?
To her used to be salon.
I know, but when did you go? Because I've been since then.
It was about I want to say about 4 weeks. 4 weeks
Oh
ago.
no, it's different now. Oh no.
Go down there to it.
She's being evicted. The landlord owns everything in there. They have locked the door. They have closed everything. There has a it's a big sheet, a big purple
Oh
curtain
yes,
around the
I
thing so
haven't
you
been
can't see
since then.
inside. And the people who live in the building say her office is empty.
Well, what's she gonna do with it then?
She can't do nothing. She got evicted. It's not hers to do anything with.
Speaking of eviction, another topic you brought up that I have to clown on. The lady, old lady gang and all them supposed to be restaurants that Todd sued for. What they gonna do with that?
Wait a minute, say it again.
You know, they said in the divorce he wanted just the restaurants too.
But what?
But ain't
Who?
nobody
When
making no
they say
money
that?
there.
Wait. Are you going off that media takeout settlement thing?
Yeah. Is that
Because
true?
that was a lie. Candy even said that was
Okay.
a lie. Yeah,
That's
that's a
good
lie.
because I was like,
Because
girl, he do
there's no restaurants to get. All the restaurants are closed.
that.
You just getting here because I went through everything.
No, I've been on here. What you doing?
Okay, all right. Well, I appreciate you,
Somebody said,
Mr.
"Well, you
James.
watching
Ain't
Friday?"
he?
No, man. Michelle, that
I,
color look good on you too. I like that.
oh, thank you.
They got yeah, man. I can't wait to tell my speech. I got on the ATLian show again.
Okay. Well, save some for tonight because I might be back.
Oh yeah, well I'll be back tonight. I'll be off work by then. Though. I'm an attorney,
Okay.
so I'll be home doing some other paperwork.
Oh,
But you
okay.
all have a good night now.
Thank you. You too, James.
All right.
Hold on. We got Katie in the back, Lord. Hello.
Did you say Lord? What I
Yes,
do,
I said,
Michelle?
Lord, we got Katie in the back, child. What's about to happen?
Girl, I had to come up here because you know what my thought is, Michelle, about this Candy situation and her stealing,
What is it?
allegedly. Remember when Todd and Carlos King was doing the Diva show with
Uh-huh.
Kelly Price and Shantae Moore and
Was Kelly Price on there? I don't
Kelly
remember. But
Price was
yeah, the
on one of them
Hollywood
because
Divas. Because remember, it was
Holly,
two of them. It was a R&B Divas and it was a Hollywood Divas.
right, the one that Kelly Price was on because she came up there with her Timberland boots on and Vaseline on her face. I ain't gonna never forget that because that's some stuff Detroit people do.
Kelly Price wasn't on Hollywood Divas.
She was
Hollywood
on
Divas had counted. Kelly Price was on R&B Divas. Hollywood Divas
R&B.
had
I know it was a
Countess
diva.
Vaughn. I'm telling you, Hollywood Divas had Countess Vaughn, Golden Brooks, Paula Jai Parker, Elise Neal, Lisa Wu, and Malika Hawk.
Not that one. The one that Latasha Scott was on.
Well, that was
Leela
R&B Divas.
James.
That
Okay.
wasn't them.
Okay, I got it mixed up. You know you got to help me out here, Michelle. But I'm bringing this to a point here.
Okay.
Remember, Shantae Moore kept doing a monologue about her being married and divorced.
Uh-huh.
Is she stealing from Todd and Carlos King to get them back? From trying to sell her story to, you know what I'm saying, Michelle? She was mad with Carlos because he was trying to sell her story to somebody.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
I heard this from you. I might be mixing it
Yeah,
up.
she was mad at Carlos because he was trying to sell the Escape story. And that's
Right.
why she ended up getting back with Escape because she was like, they wanted to write their own story. Because he had interviewed Mama Joyce. He had talked to Jermaine Dupri, had agreed to give him to use the music. And so they decided that, the only way that they could not go forward with them telling that story was to get back together. That was the Escape story. But anyway, where we going with this?
So is she allegedly stealing that divorce monologue story from Shantae Moore? Because she kept doing the same story about her she was in her wedding dress and she sang and she was talking about her getting divorced. I know I'm not the only one that remember this.
People say you got your shows mixed up. Shantae was on a different show. It wasn't Todd on that one, just Carlos.
Okay. But the Carlos King angle is where I'm going with it.
Okay.
Is she still? I could be wrong. I'm just bringing
she
that.
Stole that I did. I'm done from Kenya. We found that.
Okay. I mean, they all be stealing from somebody.
A mess, honey.
I
So
think
what you
I'm
think about
blocked.
her trying to seal the documents?
You know what? I really don't like that because her whole life is out here when she was getting paid for it. Now that she ain't getting no money from it, she don't want us to know.
Oh,
Her jig is up.
yeah. Do you think she's trying to
Like,
hide something, or you think they're really doing this to protect their family?
she ain't never really cared about them other two kids. And Lord forgive me for saying this out loud, but this is my thoughts. My thoughts. She wasn't protecting them kids because she barely around them.
Hmm.
People that protect people, they have more input in what's going on with them. Am I wrong in thinking this?
No, you
She
right.
ain't never around. Them kids been crying for her to be home.
Hmm.
So if you trying to protect them, start with spending time.
Hmm.
If she had left us out all the other group chats, we wouldn't want to be in this group chat.
Hmm.
I mean, that's my opinion, Michelle. Do you think I'm wrong for that?
No, I agree with you. I said it earlier that, they had us in everything. They had us in the negotiations for the prenup. They had us at the wedding. They had us in her surrogate's coochie. Like at the end of the day, like we know everything about them kids and where they came from and how she birthed them and everything. So it's like, why now?
And didn't she say if she wanted to take care of everybody, every M and F in person she was with, it ain't nobody's business.
She did say that.
So take care
Said
of
she
him
could take
too.
care of every motherfucker in here.
I don't understand her. And when this big time Kandi Burruss started doing an event for 100 people, that's letting me know that she ain't as
She
big
just got
time as
off
she said.
Broadway, so I mean, Broadway is a little intimate. She wants to do. Maybe she's gonna do this on a bigger scale, and she's just now testing the water.
You know what that's giving me, Michelle?
What?
She trying to collect some coins, and that 100-room place is gonna be her regular place to do this in, because ain't nobody really checking for her like that. Without
But it's
Tiny
sold
and,
out,
and
though.
Tamika, how hard? I'm not no big star, and I done gave cabarets that done sold out 500 people
Oh God.
and threw them up in 2 weeks. So if she a star, then why can't she sell out more than 100 people?
I mean, it's that's all that would fit.
Then get a bigger venue. She know more than 100 people in Atlanta.
This is a one-off. It's sold out. Let her get her celebratory divorce party going. So hopefully it'll be final by then.
And the key point in what you just said, this is just for her. Solo, she can't do it. You getting where you get picking up what I'm putting down? She can sell out stuff as long. She can sell out stuff as long as she with Tamika and Tiny and Latasha. But by herself, she can't sell no records. She can't
She
sell
just
out
sold
no
out the one-woman show by herself.
100 people. 100 people, Michelle.
Okay.
100 people.
Okay.
That's not really selling out nothing.
Okay.
Michelle.
I hear you.
Listen, you famous. You don't want to be called famous, but you famous to me, Michelle. So I'm just gonna say this. If you gave something, you could get at least 1,000 of us in a room just to sit up and be in your company. How come this superstar who was worldwide known? What did she say? She worldwide?
She did say she worldwide.
What's her statement?
I'm worldwide. Yeah.
So why would you at least get a bigger venue? 250 is not no huge place, but 100 people, I can see everybody in that room and walk around and touch everybody like that. But you so famous, you just came off of Broadway. This is more of a reason for you not to do that little itty bitty place.
Look, I I don't know what to say. I
Michelle,
see it as typical Kandi because Kandi does things off the rip. Like she jumped off. Like I don't think this was even anything that was planned. It was like, okay, I'm gonna do a divorce party when my divorce is over. So this is kind of probably what that is. A one woman show. It's like she's celebrating the end of her divorce if it's gonna be final by then. It's probably 100 of her closest friends.
then do it without paying somebody.
Ooh.
I mean, getting paid for it. Do it with just your friends. If this is my point, and I'm just gonna say it because this is me. This ain't Michelle. This is Jane. Me, Kate. I done told you my name, but this is me, Michelle. If she doing it for 100 people and they her friends, then why she got to get paid for that? Just have the divorce party.
Cause she don't want to spend her money.
Because she ain't got none.
Allegedly. Of course she
Allegedly.
ain't got none now after she got to give it to Todd.
Did she really have a lot of money? What if you had all this money? This is just all I'm saying.
Look, I don't care how much she got. I don't think Kandi is as rich as people say she is. That is what it is. That's just
and
my
I don't
however,
either, Michelle.
However rich she is, you know what I'm saying? Even if she was my rich and I ain't rich, I wouldn't want to give half of my money to nobody. So, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't either.
So I'm
but
sure
you ain't out here. You ain't parading your relationships either. We don't know all about what's in your cookie bag either. You getting what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But they were
listen,
they were a married couple for over 10 years. We can't just deny that they were allegedly happy, I guess, for over 10 years. So at the end of the day, whatever they made during the course of that marriage, think about it. During the course of that marriage, she was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta making bank. So I mean,
over $2
I
million.
think that he probably got half of all of that.
I believe so too. And I believe that she in the back, this is me. I believe she in the background trying to figure out a way to get back to Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I believe. Because really ain't nobody checking for her like that. She is a part of ensemble situations. So people going to see all of it. She's not the draw. And I don't have
gotta
to
give her credit. This divorce did put her back in the stratosphere. We are talking about her and we are talking about this divorce.
You put her back in the stratosphere. As soon as you stop talking about her, we ain't looking for it no more. I'm just gonna say.
Well, Kandi, you should thank me.
I'm gonna speak on it.
Okay,
Kandi should be really thanking. Right, Kandi should be thanking you, Michelle, because you keeping her relevant. I wasn't checking for no Kandi. I ran into the situation and saw what I saw. But if I hadn't been a member of your squad, I wouldn't have cared about that.
There you have it.
So when they be saying that you go against certain people, you be keeping these heifers alive.
Oh, you give me way too much credit, but I thank you.
How am I giving you that much credit, Michelle? Most of us only come on here to hear facts from you, Michelle.
Well, I appreciate that.
So if you wasn't giving us facts about them, why would we care about what they was doing?
That's true. That's true.
So they need to be thanking you.
And I catch the heat. What you feel about Kandi talking about she got stalkers?
If anything, she's stalking them women that tired of sleeping with that didn't want to sleep with her no more. That's what I think about it.
Kandi stalking the women.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I think Kandi a little bit pissed off that her head game ain't as great as she think it is. And she wasn't a draw to the situation.
Oh, okay. Whew. All right. Well, Miss Katie, you didn't made my midday off the chain. Now I gotta go to lunch. I gotta go get me some sushi at Nobu.
Yeah, go get you something to eat.
Well, I appreciate you, friend. Come back tonight, honey.
I'll be back. I love you, Michelle.
Love you more. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Bye. I got you, friend. Thank you. Look. If you are just getting here, you missed a doozy because we talked about a lot of things. Okay, we talked about Kandi and Todd's divorce not being final. We talked about Todd giving y'all those hints, which I told you about over the weekend, and we talked about Kandi and Todd having a actual hearing today where they wanted the details of their settlement agreement sealed, and a judge has denied their request. We also deep dove into what they possibly want sealed and why they want it sealed. And I spilled a little bit of tea myself. Okay. So when those actual documents hit the court registry, I will actually be reviewing those as well. Okay, because Candy, the judge said he ain't gonna seal everything. He just gonna take out the financials. He ain't gonna seal everything. He said it's been open this long. He denied it. He said motion denied, so it will not be sealed. However, we don't even know if it's final yet. Okay, did they finalize it today? The judge got to sign off on it. So judges be busy, honey, because it ain't signed yet. So they technically still married until the judge signs the final decree. Anyway, like this video, please, and thank you. Let me know if you're watching the replay. Hype this video, please. And also subscribe if you are not subscribed. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Why seal it? Are they hiding the details? What's going on? Why is it that Kandi can go from platform to platform talking about the divorce, but she don't want nobody to read the divorce papers? It's like she wants to control the narrative. She wants to tell y'all what she wants you to know, but she don't want you to know what the judge actually ordered. I find that disingenuous. I really do. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATL.